Hello everyone. This is Oni, and today for you, I have a review for Sakura MMO 3. Um, Before I really get into it, I just want to acknowledge that I actually got a free code from the publisher, uh, Gamazumi, however you want to say it, for the purpose of this review. But it doesn't affect anything, as the thoughts in the review are mine and mine alone. Um, so we're just actually gonna jump into it, and if you follow along with the video, it's just random gameplay, and we'll probably see a character's ending. So if you don't want spoilers, maybe don't watch, but you can still listen or watch too. It doesn't matter. Anyway, let's just jump into the review here, shall we? Viola and her crew have finally reached the end of their journey in Asif Online, following the shocking revelations that they have to find the goddess Iona and stop her from destroying the land. They have to find their way to an ancient library to learn where to find her. So off they go on their journey to figure out how to get there, to finish their journey, and return home. The game opens up with a slight recap of everything that sort of happened leading up to this point, but it also leaves a ton of stuff out. The story in this entry was a bit faster than the other two in the series, and it only really slows down a few times. The story adds one new character to the lineup of cast members, but only briefly. It was so brief, you really never get to know her. There's a few dialogue options regarding her, but other than that, they were just a means to an end. In previous games, it felt like every character was treated a little equally. Everyone had a story to tell, and you were able to seduce them all just as fairly. But this entry really puts an emphasis on Neve. Don't get me wrong, I really love Neve as a character, and I love the backstory that the devs have written for her throughout all of the games. But it felt like Fion and Alary got sidelined a lot in this entry. It's so drastic that if you don't give enough love to Neve, you literally get a bad ending. This made getting every ending in the game more daunting than the other two entries, because if you love Neve too much, you get her ending. Don't love her enough, bad ending, no matter what. When it comes to the endings, I was actually pretty happy with where the series ended, especially seeing every girl's ending. I gotta be honest, I was expecting to face disappointment, and I really don't know why. This series definitely has a lot less nude portions to it than the rest of the games, so I guess I was a little disappointed there. I mean, I was mainly in it for the story, but when it comes to Winged Cloud visual novels, there's usually a decent dose of fan service. The game definitely had a lot of spelling errors. I can't count how many times some words were spelled incorrectly. I mean, the devs still got their story across, and I do kinda giggle when I see mistakes in visual novels, but when you have to reread something over and over again because of a spelling error, it really pulls you out of the experience. Though I'm no saint myself, I make spelling errors a lot that I don't see. The end of the story surprisingly choked me up with the drastic turn it took with the villain. But what I really enjoyed is that after the end of the game, no matter the ending you get at first, you get a little side story of what happened to the villain afterwards. Not only was this a fantastic little thing to do, I wish more games did it, honestly. I wouldn't mind seeing the end of the villain's story, or even more in-depth backstories to their motives in games. It honestly made me really love Ione even more as a character, but she's honestly hard to hate, even if her motives are a little questionable. I'm happy to see the end of the Sakura MMO series wrapped up in such a nice way. I do wish the story focused more on all the girls and a bit more on the new character before it threw her away, but the mystery and tension it built up to the last second makes me easily able to recommend not only this game, but the entire series. Trust me, they are all well worth a read. And that's why I'm giving Sakura MMO 3 a 7 out of 10. So I hope you enjoyed this little review for Sakura MMO 3. If you'd like to keep up to date with everything I do, I'll have my Twitter link down below in the description if you haven't jumped ship from there yet. Um, if you'd like to talk to me about this review, old reviews, or just games in general, I'll post the Discord link to Node Gamers in the link below. If you would like to see the written article where this work is pulled from, I'll also leave a link in the description below. And I hope you all have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good night. And until next time, everybody, goodbye.